Hi there. Thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Leigh. Colorado, we know, works better when we all work together, and that's what this show is all about, highlighting and showcasing stories of hope and community. They're stories of your friends and neighbors who are doing remarkable things, big and small. A yearbook is an important part of the high school experience, but for one student in Jefferson County, he's never been able to enjoy it. Sean Chitness shows us how the student body came together to give him a yearbook that he will never forget.
I'm proud to say that we've done it.
This isn't your typical yearbook.
It's crazy. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Students at Conifer High School created a special Braille yearbook just for Randy Sampson.
The community here is really so loving.
It wasn't an easy job, but it was certainly worthwhile.
It just made the book completely accessible for him.
What it took to get this yearbook done, that's next on Together.
Well, hospitals can intimidate any one of us, especially our little ones. With that in mind, a group of Girl Scouts wanted to make hospital stays a little less scary for kids. So why not give them some superhero powers? As Karen Warford found out, it was a creative idea that required help from all of you.
Whenever you're watching Superman, you know how he has that cape flying in the wind and everything. We were trying to reincorporate that idea, have something that would empower them.
You don't usually see a superhero without a cape, so these Girl Scouts are making some for young patients at Children's Hospital. The girls, along with community members, ended up making more than 100 of them.
It makes them feel strong.
We were there for the special delivery, how patients reacted to the gifts. That's later on Together.
You're going to like that one. Well, the timing on this is perfect. A new rec center is making a big splash in Aurora, and the community had the chance to come together to make sure that it's what they all wanted. Kelly Worthman got to check it out.
Braxton loves the new rec center in his neighborhood.
The water slide, that's her favorite part.
And he's not the only one having fun. His mom loves it too.
I can come here and unwind in the hot tub, and he can burn off the extra energy in the pool.
It took $34 million to make this new facility. So who paid for it? The surprising answer is coming up on Together.
Well, they served our country bravely. Now a group of Colorado veterans is finally getting the recognition they deserve. Friends and family came together to take home the military honors their loved ones earned but never received. As Dylan Thomas found out, it's all thanks to the Forgotten Heroes campaign.
He had a big heart. He was a very, very humble man.
To many, he was known as Dad or Grandpa, but to his country, he was Private First Class Fred Gutierrez.
He loved the Marine Corps, and he talked a lot about the Marine Corps and his duty there.
Proud of his service and his nation, Gutierrez was known to brag about others instead of himself.
My father was not big on awards. He was bigger on recognizing the service altogether and what they did, as a whole.
But after his passing, his family realized he had earned awards he never received. Gutierrez was one of 4 veterans who were finally given the honors they deserved, 3 posthumously and 1 in person.
It's so special.
We need to pay respects to all the sacrifices were made to keep this country free.
For Sal Villano, digging up records and retrieving the awards for these veterans is a way to honor them and to keep their legacy alive.
All those tokens and ribbons and medals, that's representative of the sacrifice they made. Sacrifices all over the world. Those shadow boxes are going to be handed down for years and years and years. And it's a legacy.
And for the Gutierrez family, they know their father is still proud of that legacy he left behind.
If you love somebody, they never die. They're always in your heart. My father was smiling.
That is beautiful. The ceremony was special to Philip Gutierrez in more than one way. Not only was his father honored at that event, but his father-in-law was also recognized that day. A nonprofit in Boulder is helping Latina students in need become the first in their family to go to college. The Boulder County Latina League does it by awarding scholarships. Penelope Sanchez is one of this year's recipients, and she's going to start her junior year at CU Boulder, where she's majoring in elementary education.
Without this scholarship, I wouldn't be here. I feel so proud of myself, because I've done so much already.
The Latina League hands out up to 50 scholarships every year to low-income, first-generation college students. A senior at Conifer High School had one wish before graduating. He wanted a yearbook that he could enjoy. A traditional yearbook has never been much use to Randy Sampson. He's legally blind, so his classmates teamed up to create a Braille version just for him. Sean Chitness was there when they revealed the big surprise.
I think it's a critical aspect of life overall.
The class of 2019 is a step closer to graduating.
You're leaving behind like a huge chapter of your life.
The tradition of going through your yearbook wouldn't have been the same for one student if the editor wasn't on a mission 4 years in the making.
He asked her, like, kind of jokingly, like, are you going to make me a Braille yearbook?
Randy Sampson, better known by RJ, imagined this his freshman year. And by his senior year, it became a reality.
He can hover over the page and then it'll play a video that has like our voiceover.
Not just Braille on the pages, an app that cues audio recordings too.
Around with William Tabor.
Inside the gym, the whole school gathered for a senior send-off.
I think it's going to be pretty special. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know.
But first, the editor had to make an announcement.
There's a special surprise that we guys have for you.
RJ had no idea.
I'm proud to say that we've done it.
This senior couldn't stop smiling as he collected his yearbook.
It's crazy. I wasn't expecting it at all.
A wish he dreamed of 4 years ago now seemed like too much to ask for.
Oh no, please don't design the entire yearbook after me.
Then it was time for the rite of passage. Seniors walking across the gym, greeted by teachers and staff on either side.
The community here is really so loving.
RJ made his way down with yearbook in hand.
It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to actually read it.
A senior ready to turn the page, grateful for the end of one chapter and the lesson it can provide.
I think it's really important to be able to continue through life and be able to improve yourself as a person.
A reminder to never judge a book by its cover.
What's usually there, there's always more to it. You have to go deeper than face value.
Oh, we can learn so much from him. Sean Chitness joins us now. We love this story so much. Just love all those students coming together. You were there, obviously, for the big reveal. What was the reaction from RJ and the yearbook staff?
Well, yeah, I mean, some of the student media that were there, as well as the school as a whole, did not know this was happening. So the excitement of being in the room, everyone learning together, seeing his reaction, it was special. I only met him that day, but I felt so good just to be in the room and learn from him and hear his story.
Yeah, you were saying he's so wise. He has such a nice, calming personality, doesn't he? Let's talk a little bit about how this was even possible. It seems like it's such a big project. I'm really amazed by it.
Right, I mean, yearbook in general, right? It took the whole year to make one, and what this team did is they started working early to make sure that the entire yearbook was done so that they could then go to some visual aid teachers that work with RJ and get all of those Braille pages inserted. So a team effort to get the whole yearbook done first so that his could also be ready in time.
And they were thinking about him this whole time. I just love that. So what's next for RJ? What's he going to do with his life?
Well, as we were talking about, he is an impressive young guy, and he's certainly going to put that to work in college. He's going to CU Boulder, and he will be majoring in computer science engineering.
Oh, pretty awesome. We'll keep an eye on him and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Sure.
Well, when you think of the homeless, you probably don't think about teenagers, but there are plenty of them in Denver with nowhere to go. Well, we're going to take you to an organization that is dedicated to helping them out.
Together with Karen Leigh, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
Homelessness is a big problem that needs our attention from all areas. For example, we've got a lot of teenagers that are living on our streets. A nonprofit is now getting some help so that it can give homeless kids some essentials like taking a shower. The Socks Place serves dozens of homeless teenagers every day. Not only can they rest up there, they can also get some good food. And thanks to a donation from the Cherry Creek Denver Rotary Club, they can now do their laundry there and shower in a safe place.
They're safe in there. Nobody else can get in. Nobody else can they don't have to worry about their stuff getting stolen. It's just a safe place for them to take a quick shower, do their laundry, and feel like a normal person.
Now, we've learned without those type of laundry facilities, many of the kids end up just throwing away what little clothes they have. The goal of Socks Place is to give these kids a place where they can be normal, even if it's just for a little while, and feel normal. Lauren Whitney joins us now, and we know it's that time of year, people getting out and about, starting to enjoy some of this fantastic weather we've had this week. Right?
Yeah, it's been nice. We had some great weather earlier, but now we're prepping for that summer season. Kids are getting out of school. Let's take a look outside. This is from Brendan and Stephanie Tucker. This is last summer, but they were out enjoying some country concerts at a Mile High, so it looks like a really fun time there. Great.
It's packed.
It's packed. Concert seasons
gosh.
at Mile High. Obviously, they're bringing some big acts. This is from Griffin and Grace Coella. This is from the Kind Wonder in Centennial. And look at the way that little baby brother's looking at his big sister with such adoration. Such a sweet picture, and it looks like a really fun place to take the kids. And this is from Sienna and Brooklyn DeMuro. They're enjoying a beautiful face painting from the Butterfly Pavilion. You can tell that they are at the Butterfly Pavilion. So if you have any summer fun pictures, keep sending them our way. We know everyone's out and about doing stuff. You don't have to be outside to send us the pictures.
No, just show us what you're doing that you like to do around Colorado. Really
Exactly.
appreciate it. I know in the butterfly face paint, my daughter would have her face painted every day, all the time if she could.
I've heard that. And she would. She'd be very beautiful that way, too.
Well, share your pictures with us, and we may feature them right here on Together. Send us an email at togetherforcolorado@cbs.com. You can also post it on social media using the hashtag #4Colorado. And as always, we really look forward to hearing from you. Well, a little bit of work is worth it for a good cause. Just ask these officers from across Jefferson County how their push-ups are helping sick kids in Colorado. We'll explain it. Coming up in this week's Together for Colorado calendar, on Monday, join the Parker community in honoring our veterans. The annual Memorial Day service of remembrance takes place at the Parker Cemetery. Thursday, rev your engines for the Colorado Grand Prix Challenge. The fun-filled go-kart race raises money for the Swinnerton Foundation. Friday, it's the Northern Colorado Relay for Life. The fundraiser in Greeley supports the American Cancer Society. You can find more information about these events by visiting the Together for Colorado section of CBSDenver.com. More push-ups meant more money for kids, so these police recruits came together for a special workout in Jefferson County. This push-up challenge raised money for Make-A-Wish Colorado.
They say simply enough that their little hour of pain that they're going through right now is nothing compared to what these kids with terminal illness are dealing with. And for them, it's just their small way of helping those kids out, let them know that they're not forgotten and that we do care about them.
And all of those push-ups added up to thousands of dollars for those terrific trips for the Make-A-Wish kids. Well, sick kids at Children's Hospital Colorado are sporting some new fashions, and it's all thanks to a local Girl Scout troop. Our Karen Leigh was there as the girls delivered superhero capes to patients.
Loaded up in 3 little red wagons are dozens of colorful capes, the kind you would find on someone brave.
It's your princess shirt. Are you going to pick out a cape?
Someone like 2-year-old Brinley.
And it happened really fast. I've known for the last year that there was kind of something going on, but I wasn't sure until we did a sleep study and they were like, she needs emergency surgery.
Brinley had her tonsils removed and will be back at home in no time. But even a short stay in the hospital can be a little scary for someone so small.
If they had a cape on their back to feel like superheroes, they might feel better and stronger, and it's easier to fight.
As part of a Girl Scout project, Glenn Bogal, Lena Rash, and Maddie Redmond designed the pattern, picked out the fabric, and with the help of the community, sewed superhero capes for patients at Children's Hospital.
They can make them feel strong and make them feel like they can do anything in this world.
There's everything from Star Wars and Harry Potter, Batman and Broncos to Minnie Mouse and Frozen. With more than 200 delivered, there's almost too many to choose from.
You want that one?
Brinley settled on the unicorns, and while she and hundreds of others just like her are already superheroes, now they have the capes to prove it.
Who doesn't love a cape and a superhero?
Yeah.
Love it. Well, not only did those girls sew many of the capes, they actually held more than 15 classes to teach others how to sew. Really remarkable young girls. Well, speaking of girl power, there's a group of women getting noticed for their work in Lakewood, how they're making history.
Together with Karen Leigh, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
And you can catch the latest episodes of Together as well as your favorite Together for Colorado stories anytime at CBSDenver.com. Well, rec centers are staples in many communities. They're not only a place to get healthy, They're also a place to come together, have a lot of fun. There's one in Aurora that has opened earlier this month. As Kelly Worthman found out, it is already making quite a splash.
62,000 square feet of fun, 40 years in the making, that a 6-year-old explains in one word.
Awesome.
It's the same word Becky uses to describe how Aurora's new giant rec center was paid for.
The fact that marijuana gave it to us, that's awesome.
That's right. This $34 million state-of-the-art family hotspot is brought to you by weed.
Entirely by the sales tax revenue collected from retail marijuana.
Aurora's Parks and Rec Director Tom Barrett says the city wanted to use pot profits to give the community something they've long gone without.
It's the spin room, which I'm very excited.
Residents like Sarah and her son Braxton had to leave Aurora to find a family-friendly place like this.
In the past, we've had to go more like Centennial or even Arvada to enjoy a rec center.
Now they only need to walk across the street. To make sure it's what this community wanted, the city turned to residents for input on the rec center's design.
We came to all the planning meetings and things like that, so we've been trying to be involved from the beginning.
They wanted an aquatic themed facility, which is exactly what they have.
Complete with a wave pool and water slide, families can now enjoy all kinds of awesome.
It's exactly what we were hoping for.
Okay, that looks like so much fun. Well, this rec center is so much more than a gym and a pool. It also offers some cooking classes and even has an escape room in it. Well, it's not summer just yet, but the city of Brighton already thinking ahead. Employees held a food drive for kids in need in the 27J school district. Now, these jars of peanut butter and jelly are meant to help feed the kids during the summer months. Now, for many children, school may be the only place that they get food. Brighton City employees want to make sure the kids have something to eat when the school year wraps up. Flight for Life helicopter crews save lives every day. Well, now there's one crew in Colorado that is standing out for another reason. This team is the first all-female crew for Flight for Life. Pilot Elizabeth is joined by flight nurses Maggie and Chelsea. They're based out of St. Anthony Hospital. If you remember, back in December, we introduced you to another all-female medical helicopter crew. These ladies work for Care Flight in Montrose. They are the first all-female crew in that company's history. Well done. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Together. I look forward to seeing you next week as we have more powerful stories of how people are coming together for Colorado where you live. Until then, please shoot me your ideas and most certainly your fun photos while you're out and about. Before we go, I want to take you to the Hope Center Preschool in Denver, where Governor Polis stopped by earlier this week to sign 2 education bills into law, and he was treated to a pretty special performance. I hope you enjoy.